Alright, so I just recently watched the Flash movie yesterday, and yeah, there's a lot of things I have to say about it. I've been a Flash fan ever since I was a kid, and I've waited ever since for a live action Flash movie. Was it worth waiting nearly a decade for it? Well, for me, it was okay. Yeah, it wasn't good nor bad, it was just okay. It had its ups and downs, but mostly it was goofy fun. There were times where young Barry was annoying, but I can look past that. As a longtime Flash fan though, I do wish some things were done better. The CGI in the movie was bearable and mostly okay, but there were some parts wherein it just looks horrendous. Don't even get me started on that Ezra Miller running. It's so bad. I'm sure you can find a random guy on the street that can run in slow-mo better than Ezra Miller. There's also the wind-up thing he does before he starts running. He doesn't just boom snap instantly starts running. I don't know if it's weird or Ezra Miller just makes it look weird. Overall, the wind-up thing is fine, I'm not mad or annoyed with it. I just wish they could have filmed Ezra Miller running on the treadmill or have like a professional runner on set, just like how the CW did it with Grant Gustin. Speaking of the CW and Grant Gustin, it was unfortunate not seeing them make an appearance, not even a slight cameo. It's my dream to see Grant Gustin as the Flash on the big screen, but we didn't get that. Grant Gustin is the best actor to have played the Flash and definitely not Ezra Miller. As bad as the later seasons of the CW shows were, they were better and more enjoyable than most of the movies of the DCEU. I hope one day in the new DCU, they plan to make the CW characters make an appearance on the big screen. Lastly, before we go on to spoiler territory, the Flash's suit. At first, I didn't like the suit that much. The Justice League suit looked way better, but the suit did grow on me. I eventually liked and appreciated it. It paid homage to his comic suit, with the yellow going across in different directions on the suit. However, I still prefer the CW suits. Those are way better, giving us a look into a realistic interpretation of the iconic comic book suit. And here we are with the spoiler part. Major spoilers ahead, of course, if it wasn't that obvious. The movie is of course based on and inspired by the 2011 comic storyline of Flashpoint, which is pretty much one of the most iconic and best DC storylines out there. I mean, it gave birth to the New 52. Both the 2011 comic and the 2013 Flashpoint Paradox animated movie are absolutely amazing. I highly recommend reading and watching the two. I even remember a time where I would watch the animated movie like once a week. Yeah, it was insane. The movie is a definite downgrade from the two of those. It did a lot of changes from the original Flashpoint storyline. In the original, Reverse Flash aka Eobard Thawne was the one that killed Barry's mother. In the movie, they gave us a literal can of tomatoes. That is one of the major gripes I had with the film. They literally replaced one of the best characters in DC with a can of tomatoes. They probably just didn't want to introduce a brand new character, but still, come on, you can't have the Flash without the Reverse Flash. Then there's the thing with Barry's dad. Originally, he died in prison. In the movie, however, Barry was trying to get an appeal, and by the end, he had evidence that Henry Allen didn't kill Nora Allen. I actually liked this part of the movie. I think Barry, after the hell he went through in Flashpoint and throughout his life, deserves to have his father. So good job to the movie. Next, we have the whole thing with Micheal Keaton's Batman. It was nice seeing him back, but they had him be Bruce Wayne. It would be better if they had stuck with the original and had him be Thomas Wayne. I mean, come on, we missed out on the opportunity of when he gave Barry a letter to Bruce, and when Barry came back, he gave it to Bruce. We could have had a very special and emotional moment right there, and it could have deepened the bond between Bruce and Barry since they were already pretty close at the beginning. There's also Supergirl, which I loved. I'm totally fine with them not using a malnourished Kal-El, like in the comic. In the DCEU, Superman is definitely overused, so it was nice getting Supergirl instead. Sasha Cale's Supergirl was damn good. I hope we can see our Supergirl in future films. Now let's get on to the main conflict of the movie. The main event that Barry and the gang had to stop was General Zod terraforming the Earth. In the comic, it was the war between Amazons and the Atlanteans. I wish they could have remained true with the source material, but General Zod terraforming the Earth was an okay replacement. We got to see Kryptonian on Kryptonian action, so that was good. And I would also imagine it would be difficult and expensive having Amazons and Atlanteans fighting in London. Then there's the other conflict/antagonist in the movie. There's this Savitar looking ass, or is he supposed to be Dark Flash? Whoever the hell he is, he definitely made the movie confusing for the casual audience, but right away in his first appearance, I could tell he's Barry. I mean, come on, he definitely looks like Savitar from the CW show. So yeah, I didn't like him much, he was pretty meh. And that's all I've got to say with the Flash movie. I really hope that they could have stuck with the original storyline, but it was still enjoyable. The opinion on the Flash movie is decisive, some saying it's good and some saying it's bad. I understand both sides. I'm sure little me would love this movie though, so good job on DC in not making this an abysmal film. Anyways, see ya.